So, I'm joined in the studio with Ewan Golder, filmmaker extraordinaire. Hi, Ewan.
Hello, Dom. How are you?
I'm fine. You're sporting some fantastic chops today.
Thanks, Dom.
I feel quite jealous.
Well, you're not the only one.
Anyway, so you're making a new film.
That's right.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, we're making a new short film in Folkestone, and basically it's quite a dark tale of it's kind of like a mystical journey through the underbelly of Folkestone. A man wakes up in a strange place. He's got to get home, but he meets all these strange people along the way that kind of hold him up along the way. And at the end, hopefully he'll learn something and, get on with his life in a new way, or might not do. You have to watch it and find out.
Sounds really interesting. So, do you have anyone? Do you have anyone on board at the moment in terms of cast or crew, or anyone that you can mention?
Yeah, well, usually I start off with just me, but this time we've got quite a few people on board to help out with this one. We've got Stephen, who's in the studio as well.
He's behind me.
Hello.
Hi.
And he's helping me with coordinating the shoot and finding locations and, generally just being very useful, someone to bounce ideas off. Yep, we got a producer as well. We've got a friend of mine who's just helping out, who's just quite a helpful guy. It's no specific role, just, tagging along and just being useful.
Making cups of tea.
Making cups of tea and, just giving me the odd back rub now and then. And just, just being moral support. And we've got a really good young guy who's going to help with the shooting, a cameraman, a young guy called Joel Snowman. He's made a few music videos locally, so he's going to be helping out filming the film as well. So yeah, quite a collection of characters from the local area.
This is good. So, do you know when you're shooting it?
Yes, we're going to be shooting it on several days between the 3rd and the 19th of April. We're just nailing down the exact dates and times. We're going to be shooting over the Easter weekend.
Right, yeah.
So, there'll be no Easter egg hunt for us this year. So that's the plan. We're gonna have 2 big days filming, Sunday and Easter Monday.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get as much done as possible then, and various other sections of the film will be filmed on various different days.
Sure.
Between those 2 days, between 3rd and the 19th.
Yeah. Okay. So, are there any roles that need to be filled at the moment?
There's a few roles that we've got kind of maybes, but we're still kind of looking for anyone who really wants to. If anyone really wants to be part of it, then we would like them to get in touch and help us out in any way they can. And if we can fit them in somewhere, then that would be great. There are a couple of. We need quite a few extras for one of the days. Hopefully. Shooting on Easter morning. So if there is anyone out there who wants to just be in the background and just be a member of the public in the shot, then we would love to have you along.
Can they bring their cream eggs with them?
They can, as long as they share them with me. And so yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, as many people as we'll find something for someone to do.
So how can they contact you then?
They can email me at Ewan at Clip Films. That's Clip with a K, KLIP, clipfilms.co.uk.
Brilliant. Do you want to tell us just a little bit about the Folkestone Gorilla Film Club?
Oh yes,
well?
Yeah. Well, basically, I started that because there's lots of people that I've been making films for a little while now, corporate films, art films, and various different jobs that people give me to do to keep me out of trouble for the last few years now, and I keep bumping into interesting people around Folkestone. There seems to be quite a few actually, and every now and then someone's like, "Oh, I make films. I did film at uni. Nothing to do around here." And then I keep hearing this over and over again. So I thought I'd start a guerrilla film club, basically, for everyone to sort of get together and make connections with each other, start projects with each other. Because in my mind, I think it would be really fun if loads of people were running around Folkestone all the time making films, and we can, we can help each other out on each other's films. If everyone's working together, we can get a lot done in a short time, and we can start our own little Folkestone film club, festivals and screenings and stuff like that. That's my fantasy. So, we basically, anyone who's interested or got any skills or just wants to learn skills or just wants to act, write, direct, film stuff, edit stuff, anything, is welcome to come along to the Guerrilla Film Club. There's a group on Facebook that you can join, and I always try to kind of post stuff on there that's kind of encouraging people, information about filmmaking, festivals, little videos to help you learn skills and little special effects stuff and stuff like that. So that, if you log on there every now and then, there'll be something to read, and there'll be other people you can contact. Get involved.
And when and where is that?
Well, we usually have a fortnightly meeting. So far, it's been in the Pullman. The first week we did it, we were totally inundated with people. About 40 people turned up, and all sorts of people, and it was really, really great. I partly, obviously, slightly selfishly, was doing it to find people to help me on my film, and which I've done now. But it's trailed off a little bit after the first week, but there's still lots of people involved on the group, and if you need help with your film, it might be a good place for you to look to find people.
I guess there's people that are more dedicated than others, and you're going to get your hardcore members that come every time, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Well, that's brilliant.
But we want everyone to be hardcore.
Yeah.
And if we'll chisel them down into hardcore filmmakers if they turn up. Yeah.
Well, I think that's brilliant, because if you're a filmmaker, you need crew, you need people to be involved in you can't. It's difficult to make a film by yourself, so
I know.
We're all in the same boat. Yeah. So I think it's brilliant that you've started this up. I will get down to there at some point, I promise. But yeah, so that's brilliant. Have you got a website or anything you want to plug as well while you're at it?
Well, I'm a local videographer and filmmaker. You can see some of my work at ewangolder.co.uk. I'm available for weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs. And it needs updating a little bit now, but have a look on there. You can get on contact with me through there as well. I also do the Twitter, and that's just Ewan Golder on there. No fancy names. You can get in touch that way as well, and look out for the Guerrilla Filmmakers group on Facebook as well.
And you meet up every 2 Thursdays, is it?
Yeah, every 2 Thursdays, but it might change every now and then depending on who's actually up for coming.
Yeah.
So you kind of usually we're going to try and keep it as regular as possible.
So basically, if you want to find out more about that, join the Facebook group, and you'll keep them updated fairly regularly in terms of when you're meeting.
Yeah.
But it normally works out fortnightly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it tends to be at the Pullman as well, I've noticed. But I guess it's subject to change.
Yeah. And the idea of the Guerrilla Film Club as well is kind of to, I found trying to make films, everybody's kind of really precious about what they're doing and really wants to do things the proper professional way and all that stuff. To me, that's less important. It's more about just doing it and being inspired and, trying to get what's in your head on the screen. And you could do that by any means necessary. I'm not I'm not encouraging anyone to break the law, but if that's what you need to do.
Yeah. Well, that's we've talked about this on the show before. And it's so easy now to film stuff. You know, you've got mobile phones that shoot fairly good footage. You know, there's no excuse really. Is there?
No, and
excuse.
yeah, exactly. And if you've got if you pick something up to film your idea and you know what you're doing, you can do it with anything really.
Yeah.
It's how you hold the camera, everything. If you're clear about your idea, then it will be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Ewan, thank you so much for coming in. Please come back once you've shot the film, and maybe I can come down while you're shooting it or something, and just keep us in the loop about how the film goes, okay?
Yeah, brilliant. And and anyone wanting to help out, then get in touch.
Yeah, and that was, just remind me, Ewan at clipfilms.co.uk.
.co.uk.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.